So this damn phone wasn't recording whenever I put some of the stuff in, so I added my onions and a little bit of seasoning. Some of that slap your mama that. Got that all in there. Melt that butter. You want to saute them onions real good. Saute that real good like that. Keep that, crank that heat up. Yeah, it's up. Alright. You can just saute that. We'll come back and check on that. Hiya! Now, let's take a break from our friendly sponsors. Today, don't battle that heat alone. Go low fireball. Salut. So now, while all that's sauteing, you can go ahead and make sure all your I got my crawfish tails. I'm gonna make sure they're all defrosted. So we can put these in here. Now I'm using crawfish tails. You can use shrimp. You can use any kind of seafood really. Crab, blue crab meat. What you want to do is, depending on if you get it raw, like crawfish tails are already cooked. I'm just gonna make the etouffee sauce and then add that in. It's gonna blend in the flavor a little bit. So once these are defrosted, if you want to use some shrimp, you can use some raw shrimp. You won't find any crawfish raw to put in like that, but you can get some raw shrimp and put it in there, and it cooks it in there with it, and it comes out pretty good too. All right, let's check our sauteedness. Hiya! It's a little violent. All right, you get all your onions, your oignons, sauteed like that. We probably go for a little bit more. Yummy. We have
right here.
all right, thank you, baby. All right, so this looks like it is about sauteed enough. This is gonna be a little bit runny, if you will, because I got a lot of butter in here. So yours probably wouldn't be this runny when you're about to do the next step. Now this is gonna be where the Cajun shit really comes into fucking play. You might not catch all this stuff. Might be a little bit too advanced for you. Look at, so keep this, put it a little bit lower. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my flour. So, I know this is 4 ounces. You're gonna need 1 cup of flour. I'm gonna need a little bit more. So, 1 cup. really want to get crazy with it because all this stuff is, you don't want this to burn. You're going to mix this up real good. It's going to turn into a hard paste. Stir that up real good. Make sure all that flour dissolves in there. Now once you get to about this point, kind of halfway through this mixing process, you can go ahead and turn your fire off if it's not getting mixed up real good and you're afraid it's gonna burn, because basically that flour and that oil against the bottom of that pot, that'll get hot real quick. If you scorch it, you gotta start all over. Get all the little white parts of flour. Alright, now before it starts getting too hot, you start adding in the broth. Add one for now, just to get all that at the bottom, keep it from burning, sticking. I just go ahead and pick up the heat a little bit. There we go. Take your time rubbing the bottom with that flat end of your spoon like that. Now this is end state is going to be a big creamy gravy. Bottom. But bring another one in there. There's one ingredient I forgot to mention, some tomato sauce. So, let's see. Tomato sauce. Now for your recipe, I'm gonna put this whole can, but for yours, you probably don't want to put all that. I have a hard time coordinating the fucking camera movement with my hands, doing two things at once. So I can stir that all in. You see mine's kind of starting to bubble in the middle. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that down. So that bottom's real delicate. Now, probably best season you're gonna find down there, other than the stuff that I'm gonna send you, is some Old Bay. You can use Old Bay. Don't use Old Bay, bro. Save yourself. All right. Adding the rest of my broth. Crank that heat back up. Doesn't look real good right now, but it's gonna come out delicious. Get all that mixed in real good. Let's make it a little orange color. Looks like I could probably use a little bit more. Do about half that right now. The conversion freaking from your recipe to my recipe is pretty much exact, except for a little bit of exponential values and stuff. It's not going to come out exactly the consistency that yours would be, so I added a little more. All right, this is pretty thick. Keep this stirring, keep it from the getting stuck to the bottom of the pot. Freaking just run it, make sure if it starts sticking anywhere, you want to lower your fire. Alright, now that's going to sit like that. We'll keep that fire lower. Damn, bitch. Alright, put that cover on. And go take a little bathroom break, real quick smoke break, maybe 5 minutes, and then you'll be good. Come back and check it out.
Forgot about that.
While we're waiting, we get a word from our sponsors.
I'm glad you have that confidence.
So the freezer usually stays pretty stacked with Oreo sandwiches. They're pretty badass. Ice, shrimp, corn, boudin, fireball, and might as well get a little sample of this. Let's see. Oh, also for your ingredients, you want green onions. Probably one bunch of green onions cut up to about a quarter. That's about a half inch size. Be probably a quarter inch size would be good. That's about good. So Ken, is that around right there? Thank you. This is where magic happens. You can't see because there's all kind of shit back here, but this pot right here got winches on the back because I fucking sling fucking weight, motherfucking sling weight. So, a little shrimp barrel right there. Okay, no, this is what I'm doing here. This is for other shit that I'm doing. Other catering that I got this afternoon. The etouffee just happens to be one of them. One of the items that we're cooking. Let's see. Okay. Alright, I'll probably fall, but cool. Keep checking on your etouffee, make sure it's not sticking at the bottom. So when your etouffee is going to start to get done, or we're just doing it in this phase right here, let's turn it around. You'll see it kind of start changing color a little bit. Where I just stir it all around, so where it starts to bubble or where it starts to boil up, that's where it's going to be kind of changing color. And you want that kind of chunky consistency right here. That's all going to turn to a creamy consistency once it starts heating up. You see it a little bit better right there. It's starting to stick at the bottom a little bit. See if you can run the shit and it sticks like that. You get that stuff at the very tip. That stuff right, go damn it, right there. So that's not bad. It's just kind of like a little built-up flour. So keep stirring it. Let's see, probably about the lowest we can go right now. So we'll let that do for a minute until we get that a little bit more of that gravy kind of creamy consistency. So tonight we're doing a little Christmas party catering for this, and they want two smoked gators. So we got two 20-pound gators being smoked right now. Full gators, like whole gators, freaking just the skin off and shit. We got etouffee, crawfish etouffee. They've got our Thanksgiving feast, which is a turkey. I think it's a regular turkey, but we inject it and then we boil it in our, like we're boiling crawfish. Same flavor and everything, bro. It's fucking amazing, bro. That shit comes out so good. It also comes with like a seafood stuffing that I made up, and some green bean casserole. It's regular green bean casserole shit, but the seafood stuffing is fucking badass. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself on that one. And what else are we doing for that green bean casserole? We got some peach cobbler, the etouffee with some corn, potatoes, with some boiled shrimp. So yeah, these dudes can fucking eat their ass off tonight. Okay, let's turn this around. You can scrape the shit off the side if you want to. I usually never did. My pot was always messy, freaking just from stir splatter everywhere. And then a buddy of mine who's a super coon ass fucking was watching me cook one day. He's like, God damn, you got a dirty pot, you. So I was like, what the fuck you mean? And then, so I watched him cook and do. He scrapes all this shit all the time. All the sides of his pot's all nice and clean. There's none of this stuff kind of cooked on already when he's done cooking. I'm like, you motherfucker, whatever. So now we're about, like I said, we're about the lowest temperature we can do before the fire would go out. So this is a good low temperature to keep it on. You'll just have to maintain it, keep stirring it more often. Yours will probably be about done because this is just a lot more volume to have to cook. We'll let that go. You want the goal here is to get that gravy a good orange color. That's Blair cobbler. We got 15 minutes left. So all my with that gravy, once that gravy gets the consistency that I want it, cut open these packets of crawfish and pour it in there. Make sure they're all stirred in real good, separated. You don't want to get too aggressive when you're stirring with the crawfish because it'll break them all up. And then you got a bunch of, you don't really have the full tail to enjoy that succulent goodness and freaking. So I usually wait till that gravy's done before I put my crawfish tails in. Because once you put your crawfish tails in, you don't want to stir it around too much, you know, just because your gravy's set, you got your taste you want. That crawfish is getting there, it's gonna be adding it up, mix it up good with it, but it's not gonna be cooked with it because now if you do the shrimp with the raw shrimp in there and you want to cook your shrimp, you would do this process with the shrimp in it to start getting get the shrimp cooked. It got to be up at a certain temperature. Crawfish tails that are already cooked do not have to get to a certain temperature while it's cooking to be ready. Alright, so we are gonna pause this one more time. Basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this sit for a while. What you would do here, you would put your crawfish tails in, mix them up, and then with your green onions, after you put your crawfish tails in, you can go ahead and turn your fire off. Let me say that. Put your tails in, go ahead and turn your fire off, and put your green onions in right after that. Chop up your green onions, sprinkle them in on top a little bit. Just sprinkle on top and makes it even look pretty. So once that's all stirred in with your crawfish tails, I let that sit in the pot for about 15 minutes. That way you can sit back and look at it and just be like, God damn, I have done it. Man. And just don't touch it, don't taste it, don't do nothing with it. Make sure nothing's scraping at the bottom. Make sure your fire's off. Put your lid on it and get ready to chow down, bruh. Pour that on top of some rice. Bam. Dude, I'll show you the end state, man.